Hey, seventh graders, it's Mrs. Sala, and welcome to your writing and grammar class. Today's agenda, we're going to learn about the position of adverbs. Most of you, if not all of you, do understand what adverbs are and how they're used in a sentence. Now we will talk about their positions because their positions can change based on if they're modifying a verb or an adjective and another adverb. So let's go ahead and see. The positions of adverbs, and this is found on page 129. Adverbs that modify adjectives or other adverbs come just before the words they modify. So let's take a look at some of the examples that your book gives. The bread tasted quite good. She ate it too quickly. Her bike is very fast. The big coal pool was empty, and Karen's cars are extremely cold. If we look at these sentences, we can see that the word that's modified is an adjective, if not another adverb. So let's take a look at the first one. The bread tasted quite good. We know that quite here is the adverb, and it's modifying good. Good, is that an adjective? Is that a verb, or is that another adverb? Right. Good is an adjective because it's telling us how the bread tasted. The bread tasted good. The second one, she ate it too quickly. Too is the adverb in this sentence, and it comes right before the adjective quickly. Her bike is very fast. Here, very is the adverb, and it is modifying fast. The big coal pool was empty. Big in this sentence is the adverb, and it's modifying cold, which is an adjective. Karen's cards are extremely old. Extremely is the adverb, and it is modifying the adjective old. So do you see how these come right before the words that they modify? If, only if, it's an adjective that they're modifying or another adverb. So let's take a look over here at adverbs that modify verbs. The first one, they will eat now. They will eat the bread now. They will now eat the bread. They now will eat the bread, and now they will eat the bread. And I'm sorry, I know that the video box cuts it off, but I hope you guys caught those last two. This is actually found on page 129 of your book, in case you can't see the last two sentences. Now, what pattern do we notice here? All of these adverbs modify verbs, but they can all be found in different places in the sentence. Let's see, for the first one, they will eat now. Now tells us when they will eat, and now is modifying the verb eat. They will eat the bread now. Now is also modifying the verb eat. They will now eat the bread. See how now is before the verb. It can come before and it can come after. They now will eat the bread. Now, once again, coming before eat. And now they will eat the bread. Now coming at the beginning of the sentence and eat being separated. So do you see how with verbs, the adverb can be any place of this in the sentence? If it's modifying the verb, look for it in any place in the sentence. It could come right before it, it could come right after it, it could be at the end of the sentence, and it can also be at the beginning. Looking at adverbs that modify adjectives and other adverbs, they will always come just before the words that they modify. Now let's do a couple from Practice the Skill, and your Practice the Skills are on page 130. This is practice 6-3. They want you to first underline the adverbs. Second, draw an arrow from each adverb to the word it modifies. Label each modified word, and excuse the V afterward, that should be deleted. And those are your three the three things that they would like for you to do. So looking at the first sentence, daily Dwayne reads his Bible. Let's see. First, let's look to see if we can find any verbs in the sentence. Reads, that's a verb. Do you see any adjectives in the sentence? No. So all we have is reads here. So we know that the adverb that we're looking for can be in any part of the sentence. So let's go ahead and read the sentence again. Daily, Dwayne reads his Bible. So what word in this sentence would modify reads? Would it be Dwayne? No. Would it be his? No. Would it be Bible? No. Daily is going to be the adverb that modifies reads. It tells us when he reads. And remember, adverbs answer when, where, what, and to what extent. And it's only going to be to one extent when it comes to adverbs modifying, adjectives. Let's look at the next sentence. Dwayne nearly always finishes his devotions before breakfast. And excuse the capital N, that should be a lowercase. So let's find our verbs. Let's see. Finishes is a verb. Do we have any adjectives in the sentence? Let's take a look. We know for sure nearly is an adverb. Why? Because it ends in ly. So we're going to go ahead and draw the line under nearly, because we do know for sure that that is an adverb. Now, it comes right before always. Is always an adjective or a verb? Always is an adjective, and then we have finishes. In this case, because we have nearly, or I'm sorry, I said always is an adjective, but always is an adverb, because always tells us when. Nearly and always both tell us how and when he finishes his devotions. So you would underline nearly and always, and you would draw an arrow from nearly to finishes and always to finishes, and then the words that they modify, the word that they modify is finishes, so that would be a verb. So you in the line there, you would write adverb, adv, in the blank space next to the sentence, comma, v, because in this sentence you have the adverb nearly modifying another adverb, always, which modifies finishes, which is a verb. So let's try number 3. Proverbs is usually Dwayne's choice for study. Now, are there any verbs in this sentence? Yes, there is a verb. Verb is study. Do we have any adjectives in the sentence? No. But you know what? Like I told you guys the rules earlier in class today, no matter what, if you have a word that ends in ly, it's always going to be the adverb. You really don't even have to break the sentence down. You can read the sentence, come to a word that has an ly in it, and mark that as your adverb. They will always be adverbs along with not. And here I just explained how we came up with the answer. Daily modifies the verb reads. Nearly always modify the verb finishes. Well, that's all we have for our class today. Make sure to bring your notes to class tomorrow. If you have any questions tomorrow, let me know when we get into class before we get into our groups. You guys do not need to finish 6-3. If you have already done, I'm sorry. Do not do 6-3. Tomorrow in class, we will go over 6-3 in our groups along with 6-4. Okay, so no actual homework. Remember, that's why we're flipping the classroom. We will be doing this work tomorrow in class. I hope you all have a good night. See you tomorrow.